Another example? Awesome. I got them. Let's talk about indigenous semiotics regarding elements, right? So many cultures have a variation on how we're comprised of earth, air, water, fire, which comes from the great mystery, aka darkness, and it coming into being, aka the light, which again lines up with some scientific findings. Earth being a representation of the iron in our blood, calcium and phosphorus in our bones, along with a mix of potassium, sulfur, chlorine, and magnesium. Then there's water, represented by the hydrogen and oxygen in oneness, comprising 70% of this vessel we have. And of course, there's air, represented physically as oxygen and carbon dioxide. The one that is most interesting to apply semiotics to, though, is fire. On the surface, it's representing our brain producing electricity, our guts dissolving fuel into nutrients that get broken down even further on the quantum level to feed our mitochondria, which in itself only formed due to a process called endosymbiosis, where long ago, bacteria called aerobic organisms were consumed by anaerobic organisms to create a furnace that literally powers our being. So something that was of the earth and something that worked with air came together to create fire, which loops back to the practice of hunting and harvesting every part of an animal or plant while being reverent and giving permission beforehand. Sounds like the principles of the conservation of energy and mass. Just saying. Bringing my mention of Einstein earlier full circle, why does any of this matter? Again, the aim of this video is to highlight how indigenous peoples were quite literally years ahead of Western medicine science. We see them as the same. We understood so much about abstract concepts that we were able to explain it simply, and that the only reason society led otherwise is due to restrictive nature that semiotics has placed on Western ideologies. I mean, think about it like this. If you had two people, one was colorblind and the other isn't, you show them both the color red. The colorblind person sees gray as you know it, and they will never be able to see it the way you do. However, if both of those people were to see an open wound bleeding, the color wouldn't matter. Only the integrity of